I'm Amber Trivedi.
And I'm Dr. Gwen Palafox. We are the founders of Odyssey. As two busy mothers working in science, we are passionate about emotional intelligence and solving problems together collaboratively, the way that parents and kids should be.
Gwen and I met in high school in 1992, and we became fast friends. I went to grad school for a master's in genetic counseling. After that, I worked as a clinical genetic counselor. I was put in charge of figuring out how can we build these new products, where I eventually became Chief Innovation Officer of the company. And that really made me realize I really love building new products.
When I went to undergrad, I knew I wanted to stay in psychology because I really believe in the power of human connection. I worked full-time all throughout graduate school. I've had a private practice for the last decade. My specialty is really now ushering teens to adulthood. I came into my college years and all of a sudden I had means. And I wasn't taught by my parents to handle money. I experienced this kind of financial rebellion. The year I got pregnant is the year that I bought myself a red convertible. It really wasn't until I had my daughter that life got real. I became immediately humbled. What do I want her to embrace from this very cellular level about money, which is money's a tool.
I've always really felt confident in my ability to make numbers work. My mother always instilled this idea that we need to live frugally. Becoming a mother made me think of money as investment. Anything that you spend has an ROI. I was working full-time as Chief Innovation Officer. I was also the PTA president at my kids' school. I was realizing there's this push for social emotional development in schools, but there's this gap. Social emotional learning is really enforced in the home. Your parents are your first teachers, and that's where the concept of Odyssey came in. I knew I would be looking for a partner with a background in psychology, and I immediately thought of Gwen.
When Amber approached me, I was like, yes, I do believe that the world can be changed and impacted by learning social emotional skills that need to be taught.
Odyssey helps parents teach their kids how to do well in school and go on to do awesome things as an adult.
And that's done through a step-by-step guide to have back and forth dialogues with their kids.
So Gwen and I have been bootstrapping and funding Odyssey ourselves. Of all times to get pregnant, the time that we were about to take off with a startup and funding was difficult. So we had to be resourceful. We've had to say no to a lot of things so you could spend your money more smartly.
And it just really, I think, showed me how creativity and ingenuity and resourcefulness is critical in starting a business.
Odyssey officially launched at 2 schools in February 2020. The district decided to roll us out to 9,700 families. Even though we were already very busy working moms, it was so helpful to have a like-minded business partner where we're going to put family first.
The small changes make the big difference. That's how Amber and I built Odyssey from the ground while having full-time jobs.
Many times of working all day, hang out with the kids, read them bedtime stories, put them to bed, and then working until 12, 1, 2 a.m.
Amber likes to work deep into the night. I work early in the morning. That's really awesome because we're not redundant. I'll add that our ability to do Odyssey, as well as have full-time jobs, is also because we have really great support systems.
The end goal is what is the legacy that I want to leave for my family? Whether that means I get to retire or work less at a younger age so I could spend more time with my kids, or whether it's setting them up so that they could go to the college without needing to worry about being able to pay for it. You need to make financial decisions that makes your family feel safe and secure.
The other piece too is I get to model in real time for my daughter what entrepreneurship looks like. And that with enough creativity and work, she really can make a wonderful life doing what it is that she loves.